What's good, everybody? I just want to come on here. There's definitely life worth living when you focus on what your values are. Right? What I mean by this is, how much wealth could you place upon yourself? And a lot of people could say, like, well, I could place $500,000 on myself. Is that it? Is that it? $500,000? So you're only worth $500,000. Yeah. Now, take that $500,000 and about multiply it by 20. All right. Multiply that by 20, and then how much do you have? Okay, see, now there's the numbers are greatly bigger, all right, very much larger, but this is not how we measure wealth, all right, or value. The value of something is, what are its qualities? What is it good for? What makes it such? What makes it to be quality? What makes quality? Like value. Value is a lot more than just quality and quantity and price. When we say quality, or wealth, or rich, I'm not talking about physical stuff. I'm talking about, I value myself with somebody that has a badass moral ethic code. All right, I'm not going around continuously lying about what I am or who I am or what I'm about. I tell people straightforward about myself. There's no sugar cookies thrown in there. There's no band-aids to cover up big ass gashes in my my life. I don't bring up the things that haven't turned out so well, although I remember them. All right, it's part of my experience, but I don't like to be the memory of having to hold on to that experience as it was painful. I don't want to hang on to it because it's painful. I want to hold on to it because there's value in it. All right, it's got value because I learned something from it. All right, I hold it high in my heart because it's given me great value to my life. All right, there's things that we go through that we would never want to go through again, and there's things that we would love to go through again. All right, I would love to experience what I went through again. All right, it's that valuable. All right, so when we want to measure our value, where the hell am I going here? Oh, there we go. We need to figure out what our values are first. Okay, so when we figure out our values, it comes along with, it goes hand in hand with your morals. Like what you would and wouldn't do. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's things that you would do without reasonable doubt, and then there's things that you would not do because of the uncleanliness or what have you. It may need to take caution with something. You know what I'm saying? So this is where we determine where our values are, because when you hold your values high, there's things that you would not allow in your life. All right, there's certain things all of us have, and they're high values are what you hold yourself to. You don't sway on your values. All right, so if you have a value that says, say for instance, I want an honest man or an honest woman, Okay, that's a value, but how hard do people adhere to being honest? You know, you got to think about it in general, not like on a massive scale or anything like that, but in general, how honest do you think people truly are? You know, and we have to ask ourselves this. You know, we have to know, look, is this person worth the value I'm placing upon them? You know, can I trust their value is not going to sway or falter, right? Like if you never lie to anybody and you're just honest, you get way further, you know. If you don't speak your full self, like if you don't own up to who you are and all that stuff, how do you expect to grow in the world? We don't grow by suppressing things. We don't grow by eliminating things from the equation. We have to look at it for what it truly is. You know, everything we see. You know, yeah, I'm not saying look at a tree and it's a tree. I'm looking at like, you know, what's behind this tree, for instance, you know, as an example, what's behind that tree? What's like inside the tree, outside the tree? You know, just because you can't see that physically, I could tell you what's with that tree right there. Right there, that tree. I can tell you it's a swirling vortex of energy, you know, but it's not a strong one where you could like teleport with it, but there is energy in it. You can train your eyes to look at that energy by small shifts in the vision that you do manually. You think about how you like, you can shiver your eyes, like, you know, shake your eyes, your actual eyeball. You can make them, what do you call it, vibrate. And just like with different relaxing positions of your eyes to fix and alter your vision just slightly. It's called training. You know, we train our vision to do these things where we can see the energy that is flowing up the tree, out to the branches, you know, swirling around to the tree. You know, most of it's coming up from the ground. But I've seen that before, you know, when I was fresh in this thing. It was like so exciting. It was so exciting to the point that, you know, I got really deep into it. Like I was into controversial stuff. I was into spirit stuff. I was into like dark stuff. Like everything. I was like grasping here and there for everything, anything that was like, wow, whoa, what's that? Oh, cool. You know, all this stuff that was very like interesting and like mind blowing to me that I wanted to learn more about. And so what happened with that was I became so stuck in that little phase, that little realm of, you know, this is cool. I want to learn more about it, you know, and get like, it's like a, you know, a kid that loves chocolate cake, you know, and he keeps eating chocolate cake and he won't stop. It's the same thing, you know, but it's with information and knowledge. It's, it's an addiction, yes. It can become very addicting. But what I'm trying to say here is, you know, it's okay, because one thing that the soul and spirit crave, and like their what do you call it? Their specialty is knowledge. You know, um, practice the spiritual fruits, which is like kindness, compassion, forgiveness. You know, remaining grounded. It's just simple. It's all the positive. You know, what's positive too, though. You know, it's, when we look at it as a whole, there's positive and negative in it. There's always going to be one little tiny gem to find in every little lesson in life. You know, it's not going to be like obvious to see it. You know, so it's like we kind of have to be ready for it because it's subtle. It doesn't like truly reveal itself to you. You have to kind of like either spot it, feel it, or sense it somehow. But you know it's there. You just can't like put your finger on it. You know, it could be many things all at once. Yeah, I'm not saying all these things to like bullshit anybody. These are things like how I feel about stuff. You know, it's like things that I'm interested in that I would like to further pursue in context to, you know, growth and development. And I don't, you know, see that as a problem in my life. It's a positive, you know, direction. It's something that many people can engage in. Lots of people could engage in that kind of a conversation where everybody can speak from their hearts instead of from their brains. You know, we speak from our hearts. It's more mellow. It's got more of, you know, a positive kind of feel to it. I'm trying to figure out the word there besides that one. But, you know, it's just getting home from work, wherever I've been chilling, and looking at the stars tonight or this morning. It's kind of quite cool. Because the sky is still just kind of getting light, but over there, that direction, it's still kind of like not light yet. So it's between realms kind of feel to it. I think it's cool. There's one bright star right up here to the west of me. I'm looking up at it right now, and I mean, I'll try to get it on camera. There it is, right there. See it? That's the star I'm staring at, and there's the moon. The moon above my head. So it's like there's a lot of things that I really truly do believe in that, you know, a lot of the stuff would get me like totally like butt canned, but that's okay.